Hello everyone, we are back again with weekly current affair quiz to make your Sunday more special. So let's begin today's quiz. First question is, consider the following statements regarding the recent discovery at ETH Zurich. 1. The new compartment discovered in mammalian cells is called the endosome. 2. This compartment is primarily found in the cell nucleus. 3. One of the main roles of this compartment is to house DNA structures known as plasmids. 4. The discovery suggests potential implications for cellular immunological memory. How many statements given above are correct? 1, 2, 3 or 4? The correct answer is option B, 2. Only statements 3 and 4 are correct. The newly discovered compartment is named the exclusome, not the endosome. Additionally, it is located in the cell plasma, not the nucleus. Next question is, which organization is actively supporting the registration of indigenous products for geographical indication? GI Registry in Chennai, Ministry of Commerce and Industry, NABARD or Kendrapada Rasballi Makers Association? The correct answer is option C, NABARD. Udangudi Panan Karupatti Palm Jaggery from Tiruchendur Taluk in Thoothukudi district and various products from Arunachal Pradesh and Odisha have been awarded the GI tag. The tags which highlight unique geographical origins and qualities also include the Basohli Pashmina and Udhampur's Kalari cheese from Jammu and Kashmir. NABARD supports the GI registration of indigenous products as part of the Vocal for Local campaign and has extended financial aid for 18 products in the state. Next question is, what primarily does cerebral palsy affect? Digestive system, movement and posture, respiratory system or immune response? The correct answer is option B, movement and posture. World Cerebral Palsy Day is a global initiative advocating for the rights and opportunities of over 17 million affected individuals. The condition, which impacts movement and posture, can also lead to challenges in communication, vision, hearing, and other related areas. Next question is, which of the following winners received the Nobel Prize in Literature immediately before John Fawcett in 2022? Louis Gluck, Peter Handke, Abdul Razak Gurnah or Annie Ernaux? The correct answer is option D, Annie Ernaux. Norwegian novelist and dramatist John Fosse has been awarded the 2023 Nobel Prize in Literature for his innovative plays and prose written in Norwegian nynorsk, with the Swedish Academy highlighting his ability to give voice to the unsayable. In recent years, the prizes have gone to French author Annie Ernaux in 2022, Tanzanian novelist Abdul Razak Gurnah in 2021, etc. Next question is, which societal issue did Gobandhu Das campaign against with the sponsorship of Hindu Mahasabha? Widow ostracization, alcoholism, untouchability or child marriage? The correct answer is option A, widow ostracization. Pandit Gobandhu Das was a prominent figure from Odisha dedicated to education, social reform and the fight for India's independence. With the encouragement and sponsorship of Hindu Mahasabha, Gobandhu Das opened a widow rehabilitation center in Puri. Next question is, what was the theme of World Mental Health Day 2023? Mental health in adolescents, mental health and well-being, mental health awareness and action, or mental health is a universal human right? The correct answer is option D, mental health is a universal human right. 10th October is observed as the World Mental Health Day. World Mental Health Day 2023 is an opportunity for people and communities to unite behind the theme Mental Health is a Universal Human Right to improve knowledge, raise awareness, and drive actions that promote and protect everyone's mental health as a universal human right. Next question is, which individual was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize for her efforts against women's oppression in Iran? Shireen Ebadi, Nargis Mohammadi, Alice Bialyatsky or Antonio Guterres? The correct answer is option B, Nargis Mohammadi. Iranian activist Nargis Mohammadi was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize for her efforts against women's oppression and promoting human rights in Iran. Last year, human rights groups from Russia, Ukraine, and a Belarusian advocate received the prize for documenting war crimes and human rights violations? Next question is, in which epoch was the recently discovered snake trace fossil estimated to have originated? Jurassic, Cretaceous, Pleistocene or Triassic? The correct answer is option C, Pleistocene. In a groundbreaking discovery, scientists have uncovered the world's first snake trace fossil on the 𝐈𝐀𝐒 𝐏𝐫𝐞𝐥𝐢 south coast of South Africa. This ancient footprint takes us back to the Pleistocene epoch, an astonishing 90,000 years ago. Next question is, what dating techniques were used to confirm the age of the fossilized footprints at White Sands National Park? Radiocarbon and magnetic resonance imaging, optically stimulated luminescence and ultrasound, electron spin resonance and X-ray, or radiocarbon and optically stimulated luminescence? The correct answer is option D, radiocarbon and optically stimulated luminescence. New research has confirmed the age of fossilized footprints at White Sands National Park in New Mexico, suggesting that humans were present in North America approximately 21,000 to 23 years ago during the last ice age. The dating was achieved using radiocarbon and optically stimulated luminescence techniques. Next question is, based on the study, what percentage of amphibian species are globally threatened? 10.5%, 25.7%, 40.7% or 55.2%? The correct answer is option C, 40.7%. A recent study published in the journal Nature highlights the increasing threat of climate change on the global amphibian population. Out of over 8,000 amphibian species studied, 40.7% are globally threatened, making them the most at-risk group. Specifically, 60% of salamander species are threatened. Next question is, what was Mundra Port undertaken to signify its commitment to eco-conscious activities? Solar power generation, mangrove afforestation, building underwater tunnels, or setting up amusement parks? The correct answer is option B, mangrove afforestation. Recently, Mundra Port in Gujarat, India celebrated its 25th anniversary. Mundra Port accounts for 11% of India's maritime cargo and 33% of the country's container traffic. Mundra Port has shown commitment to the environment by undertaking mangrove afforestation with plans to plant 4 million more trees by 2030. Next question is, which branch of the Indian Armed Forces hosted the 2023 edition of the annual joint HADR exercise Chakravat in Goa? Indian Navy, Indian Air Force, Indian Army, or paramilitary forces? The correct answer is option A, Indian Navy. The 2023 edition of the annual joint HADR exercise Chakravat is being hosted by the Indian Navy in Goa. The exercise is a collaborative event that has been conducted by various branches of the Indian Armed Forces since its inception in 2015. Next question is, based on the periodic labor force survey for the year 2022 to 2023, which of the following statements is true? Labor force participation rate, or LFPR, in urban areas decreased from 2017-18 to 2022-23. The worker population ratio, or WPR, in rural areas decreased from 48.1% in 2017-18 to 45.5% in 2022-23. The survey is conducted only for urban areas, or employment rate, or UR, in rural areas decreased from 5.3% in 2017-18 to 2.4% in 2022-23. The correct answer is option D. Unemployment rate, that is UR, in rural areas decreased from 5.3% in 2017-18 to 2.4% in 2022-23. The periodic labor force survey was initiated by the National Sample Survey Office in April 2017. The survey is conducted for both rural and urban areas. According to PLFS 2022-23, LFPR in urban areas increased from 47.6% in 2017-18 to 50.4% in 2022-23. WPR in rural areas increased from 48.1% in 2017-18 to 59.4% in 2022-23. And UR, that is unemployment rate, in rural areas did indeed decrease from 5.3% in 2017-18 to 2.4% in 2022-23. Next question is, which flowering plant known to be the smallest in the world is being researched for its potential as a nutritional and oxygen source for astronauts in space? Clover, watercress, watermeal, or marigold? The correct answer is option C, watermeal. Scientists from Mahidol University are studying watermeal, the smallest flowering plant, for its potential as a nutritional and oxygen source for astronauts in space. Conducted at the European Space Agency's Technical Center, the research uses hypergravity conditions to explore plant adaptability, aiming to advance space agriculture and long-term space colonization. Next question is, which scheme was introduced by the Indian Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment to promote the education of scheduled caste students through collaborations with private schools and NGOs? Shresht Program, Vidyalaya Initiative, Asha Education Scheme, or Pragati Education Plan? The correct answer is option A, Shresht Program. The Indian Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment launched the Shresht scheme to enhance education for SCs through collaboration with top private schools and NGO-run institutions. The initiative covers educational and residential costs, aiming to bridge educational disparities and foster socio-economic growth among SC students. Next question is, consider the following statements with reference to the dancing frogs of the Western Ghats. 1. They belong to the Nystibatrachidae genus. 2. The unique mating display they exhibit is called foot flagging. 3. They prefer habitats with a thick canopy cover of 30 to 40%. 4. More than 50% of the dancing frog species are threatened. How many of the above statements are correct? 1, 2, 3 or 4? The correct answer is option B, 2. The dancing frogs belong to the Micrizellus genus. The dancing frogs are known for their unique foot flagging mating display. The species prefers habitats with a thick canopy cover of 70 to 80%. Out of the 24 species assessed from the Micrizellus genus, 2 are critically endangered and 15 are endangered. This means that 17 out of 24 species, that is over 70%, are threatened, which is more than 50%. Next question is, what is the name of the test vehicle for the Gaganyaan mission test? TVA-1, GSAT-30, Chandrayaan-2 or TVD-1? The correct answer is option D, TVD-1. The ISRO is set to conduct the first test flight for the Gaganyaan mission, India's inaugural manned space venture, on October 21st at the Satish Dhawan Space Center in Sriharikota. This test, named Test Vehicle Abort Mission TVD-1, aims to assess the crew module where astronauts will reside. Next question is, which term best describes the youth's envisioned role in the Mera Yuva Bharat, that is MY Bharat initiative, acting as a bridge between the government and the citizens? YuvaNet, YuvaLink, Yuva Setu or Yuva Connect? The correct answer is option C, Yuva Setu. The Union Cabinet, chaired by the Prime Minister Narendra Modi, has approved establishment of an autonomous body, Mera Yuva Bharat, that is MY Bharat. Under the new arrangement, with access to resources and connection to opportunities, youth would become community change agents and nation builders, allowing them to act as the Yuva Setu between the government and the citizens. Next question is, which operation was recently launched by India to evacuate its citizens from conflict-hit Israel? Operation Kaveri, Operation Ajay, Operation Peace or Operation Rescue? The correct answer is option B, Operation Ajay. India has launched Operation Ajay to evacuate its citizens from conflict-hit Israel following recent tensions and attacks involving Hamas and Israel. This decision comes in the wake of suspended flights and escalating hostilities with a significant number of Indians, including students and professionals, residing in Israel. Last question is, which statement best describes the theme for the International Day for Disaster Risk Reduction in 2023? Fighting inequality for a resilient future, prioritizing technological advancements in disaster prediction, focusing on global cooperation for disaster management, or encouraging youth participation in disaster risk reduction? The correct answer is option A, fighting inequality for a resilient future. The International Day for Disaster Risk Reduction is held every 13th October. The 2023 theme for the International Day for Disaster Risk Reduction is Fighting Inequality for a Resilient Future, Let's Break the Cycle. This theme emphasizes the relationship between inequality, vulnerability, and disaster risk. So that's all for today. Do share your scores and reviews about the program. Thanks for watching.